It's been on my mind ever since the war began. Because if this war is a fight between Soul Reapers and Quincy's, then he and I. But even so, we've always fought side by side. We can't forget what Uryu is. Our friend. I don't know if he feels the same way about us. Yeah. At the very least, we owe the guy a chance to explain himself. So let's get after him, and hear what he has to say about it. And if his explanation's no good, I'll smack him down and drag him back. In that case, I'll still smack him down and drag him back.
I know. And that's exactly why your fear won't work on me. You don't get it. It seems to have escaped you that I'm not alive right now.
What are you talking about?
So Dano Shidayuki is not a sword that emits freezing air from its tip. What it is instead is a Zanpakuto that lowers the body temperature of its possessor to below freezing. Everything it touches freezes over. The blade does nothing more than extend the range of its effect.
Yes, I suppose that is true. But I never thought we could spend time in Hueco Mundo like this, where we have the chance to help the Arrancars, or that we get to train together so we can save the Soul Reapers. I have to say, it feels kind of nice. I really wish this could go on for as long as possible. To continue helping one another, and to respect each other's worlds, so that we can all say there really wasn't any fight to begin with.
That's her Shikai? But her sword hasn't changed form. Even though the Zanpakuto's true form is only supposed to materialize through Bankai training. I didn't know such a Shikai existed. How'd you get inside the barrier? I don't know who or what you are, but get away from that bed! Captain Zaraki! Then, Captain Unohana... Is she... I see. Not at all. If she had to die, I'm glad it was you. So that means it's you who succeeds to Captain Unohana's title.
From the day I lost my mother, I've been wondering, why did she die while I survived? What was my purpose to be? The answer was in my grandfather's diary. I've heard your Majesty's words, and I've confirmed them all to be true. I have accepted that Quincy's and Soul Reapers will never get along. And also, who I really am. That's why I severed every one of my ties to come here, so that I could bury the Soul Reapers.
Ichigo, we're all just as shocked by it as you are. But we've got to try and remember that this is Uryu we're talking about here. He must have had a pretty good reason to join the other side. Maybe not, but there's only one way to find out, right? And what if his explanation makes sense? Sounds like a plan, but how are we gonna get to him?
Get going. I'll keep these guys from getting through. I don't know all the details, but you have a score to settle with the boss of the Quincy's, right? Well, then you can have him. It's your job now. You heard what I said to him. You trying to make me look bad? I said you guys aren't getting through.
I wouldn't push him too far. I don't think he's crazy about being forced to hurt himself. So Bankai doesn't have a soul of its own? I can't believe you actually think that. My wings. I'm not sure what's going on with my face, but he did say something about temporarily hollowifying Bankai, the cross-shaped flower, Hyuranmaru's crest. Sorry I couldn't make it a pentagram. There, that ought to do it. Hang on, Rangiku. Hang on. I'm coming.
Captain Kuchiki, I managed to take out one of the enemy.
But, I see you've already taken out 3 of them. He defeated 3 to my 1. I guess that's why he's a captain and I'm just a lieutenant. And here I am, boasting about defeating just 1. What'd you do that for, Captain? What do you mean? Of course it's me. Who else could it be? I'm not being controlled by the enemy. I'm just simply doing what Master Pepe demands!
Bankai, look again. As someone who's used it, you should have been able to tell this isn't my Bankai. This is Shikai. Just a normal Senbon Sakura.
What?
In a way, you did me a favor. Thanks to you stealing my Bankai, I rediscovered the true essence of Senbon Sakura. Interdependency is like a pointillist painting. One must take a step back to see its true form. Lost in the details, I had forgotten the bigger picture. I owe you a debt of thanks, S-Not.
That's exactly right. You could say it's almost like Quincy's are a breed that hasn't developed any antibodies against hollows. The very existence of hollows is poisonous to Quincy's. Encroachment by the hollows not only weakens their spiritual powers, but leads to the decay of their souls and ultimately their death. And unlike Soul Reapers, they don't have a path to hollowification. That's the real reason the Quincy's are determined to exterminate the hollows. So, if we were to absorb just a small amount of hollow power and hollowify our Bankai, even for a moment, then our Bankai will become poison to the Quincy's too.
Oh boy, she's gonna love that. I'm so gonna tell her you let me get away with calling her a cat
inside, hurry up.
Hold it! Why'd you let them go on ahead? That wasn't the plan. You were gonna wait for us so we could all go up together.
The situation has changed.
Yeah, I'll say it's changed. What if they end up dying because you didn't let us go with them? Listen, if I find out you just decided to go ahead and send them off because you wanted to delay the enemy or something and didn't care if they got killed doing it, boy, I remember that. That phrase, how everything was for the sake of the Serite. I always hated that.
Got him. These are the distortions they've been creating, the Quincy's. He's been working us all to the bone, the tyrant.
They're invading the royal palace. That means they're after the Soul King. He's a godlike being that reigns over all the worlds. The Soul Society, the world of the living, and Waco Mundo. I've only heard stories of him, though. I've never actually met him.
Ichigo? How would I possibly know that? Hey, Keiko! Even though it's unlikely you came here just to tell us?
Come on. If you'd said you were gonna make yourself stronger than steel, then it wouldn't have taken me 2 blows of my sword to bring you down. Hey, what's with that look? Did you really think I couldn't cut you? Listen, little man. That puny imagination of yours can't dream up anything I can't cut down. You know why? Because I'm Kenpachi, a meteor. Well, I've never tried cutting one of those before. You see that, Nozarashi? It's exciting, ain't it? Nothing I can do, huh? Oh, come on. Where's your imagination? Drink! Nozarashi! Captain Ukitake! We have an emergency!
That's hard to say. As you've apparently already surmised, at this very moment Ichigo is with us, working hard to protect the Soul Society. The place where he is right now is somewhere special even within the Soul Society. Knowing him, I'm sure he'll be able to return from there safely. What I'm really worried about is that I have no way of knowing exactly what kind of power he's going to come back with. Well, depending on the type of power that it is, it may end up affecting the world of the living. If that's the case, we won't be able to allow him to come back to your world.
If they're damaged, we'll repair them. If lost, we'll restore them. It seems they allowed the royal palace to be invaded. The Kamikake was in anticipation of that. Oh, stop talking like a doctor. Hold on. Where are you going, Shunsui? Now you've really gone and done it. You're probably thinking I should surrender, since I'm so hopelessly outnumbered. But even though I'm pissed off about you killing my comrades, there are certain techniques I can finally use now that they're gone. Your perception, your whole reality, it's about to get flipped upside down. Bankai. Sakashima Yokoshima Happo Kusegari. Your sense of enemy and ally has been reversed, making you attack your own side. All thanks to my Bankai. Sakashima Yokoshima Happo Kusegari. Unfortunately, the way enemies and allies are all mixed up in the Seperation right now, I can't just use it whenever and wherever I want.
I thought you Quincy's were still using bows and arrows. Apparently, you're a little more advanced than I was led to believe. What is it? With all that intel you've got on me, I can't believe you really don't know what this is. It's Shunko. Mine was far from perfect the last time we fought, wasn't it? Mukyu Shunko! So you're actually still breathing, you freak.
Captain! No way. Right.
That was it? You're kidding.
Are you telling me that idiot lieutenant of mine was knocked out by that attack?
Hurts, doesn't it? My Tachikaze is a Zanpakuto that can make this sword trajectory explode. And my Tekken Tachikaze is a Bankai that channels the force of those explosions into my fists.
That explosive power will continue to pound you endlessly as long as my fist stays in contact. Now get lost! To shoot an arrow through your own body in order to arrest your fall and bring yourself back up? Good grief. You say my name when I tell you not to, and when I punish you by slapping you down, you come bouncing right back. You may have grown old, but you're still the same little rascal you always were. Very well. Since I can't seem to get through to you, I have no choice but to kill you.
Where is your squad's captain? This is the third time I've asked, and it will be the last. That's the third time you've refused to answer, so I'll try asking a different way. Huh? There was no reading on my sensors, so I phoned ninth head of the Phone Clan, captain of Squad 2 and supreme commander of the Stealth Force. But what is that I see? That I know. But you're saying you've perfected the technique in that short a time?
That's right, Sajin. Your life as a human will soon come to an end. You will become a beast of revenge. Let your anger reach its very limit. Curse your lot. Wallow in your vengeance. And I will drink deep of your dark resentment and live on. Sajin, my dear Sajin, thank you for doing this for me. You became a beast that cannot speak, just for me. Thank you.
You're right. My technique is based on deception. But when you think about it, isn't all great art a form of deception? The boiling magma is the wrath of the earth. Dance to the rhythm of your despair. I can control music and make it serve me. You can't resist it, can you? The deceptive melody echoing in your ears is captivating your heart, isn't it? And when your heart is captivated by my spell, you will burn and breathe your last. Now, to bring the dance to an end, and you as well, the third and final program. It's Ein Heldenleben.
The instruments! They're all going wild! What is going on here? What's going on? What the hell's happening? What is this?
My drug alters the composition of their blood.
Huh?
I have in my possession the blood samples of every squad member in the Seperation. This drug replaces any foreign blood with a blood-like substitute, which I also invented.
I didn't understand a single word you just said.
I'm not surprised. Let me cut to the chase then. By injecting this drug, I have made it so that your zombies have become my zombies. Now you understand, don't you? You lose, zombie girl.
My body is but an empty shell now, an instrument whose sole purpose is to defeat your people. My clan's secret Jinka technique allows us to temporarily gain immortal form by offering up our hearts. As long as I'm in this human form, I cannot die or be killed. I didn't throw it away. I made a wager with it. Master Genryu's Sai staked his life on this war. How could I not dare to do the same? Before I ever stepped into this battle, they had already left my life behind!
No way! The champ can't lose! It's impossible! Come on, mister! Get up! You gotta get up! You're not just any wrestler, champ! You're a superstar! Go, superstar! You got this! Mister! They got me! Come on, champ! You can do it! You're a superstar!
Yo, this Sayafushi was a total flop. The blade's too sharp and it's too smooth. It never loses its edge no matter how much I cut with it. It's gonna put swordsmiths like me out of business. And worst of all, I can't create a sheath that can hold the damn thing. Since this sucker didn't cut it as a complete sword, I can't be sending it down to the Seperation now, can I? Anyway, glad you guys stormed the Royal Palace. Gave me a chance to take this sword out for a test spin. Yo, Yhwach, really appreciate it, bruh.
Wait, don't give up just yet, you dirty uninvited guest! Squad 0 First Officer, as well as the Holy Guardian of the East, also known as Hot Spring Demon Kenjiro Kirinji. I should be asking you guys the same question. I know Osho must be up there somewhere. I can smell him from here. Even my hot springs can't wash off that stench.
Even the slightest exertion of our full powers would cause the heaven and earth of all three worlds to tremble. That is the reason our lives have all been linked to one another for so long, to make sure our true swords would be sealed away. But as you can see, we have renounced the blood oath we made, and in return for 3 of our lives, the seal has been broken. Prepare yourselves. Bankai. Shatatsu Karagara Shigarami no Tsuji.
This is a map of the Seirete since the Vandenreich invasion. No response from Captain Zaraki, or Squad 11. The concentration of reishi in the Seirete is dropping. There's a hole in the soul shield membrane.
Manipulating food means manipulating life. When I cook, I'm shaping lives, so I'm very particular about what goes into my cooking. All the ingredients I use come from my own body. This tree bears fruit by feeding on my spiritual pressure. Your bullets are composed of highly concentrated reishi, aren't they? Well, to this tree of life, that's like supper and dessert all rolled into one. The more of your bullets it consumes, the faster the tree grows. Struggle and flail away to your heart's content. Even with all your powers, you can't escape the cage of life.
1,000 years ago, we suffered a savage attack. We Quincy's were viciously set upon by the Soul Reapers. In that assault, we lost many of our comrades, and our very existence was threatened. We survived by hiding in the Schattenbereich. We endured extreme humiliation, and we waited 1,000 years. But very soon, the final battle will commence. The time has now come. We will destroy the Soul Society, annihilate the Soul Reapers, and reinstate the honor of the Quincy's.
His Majesty predicts the captains who have lost their Bankai will use what little time they have looking for ways to fight us without it. They're not convinced they're powerless. They still believe they can defeat us even without Bankai. And with any luck, be able to reclaim their stolen Bankai. They have only an outside chance, but the Soul Reapers are still clinging to it as their last hope. Their only hope. His Majesty intends to shatter that illusion, to destroy both their hopes and their Zanpakuto, and make them drink deep from the cup of defeat. Down to the last bitter dregs. I will repeat His Majesty's orders one last time. Exterminate the enemy, and do it quickly.
You're worse than insolent. You're rude. My shrift is W. I am the ends all wise, all the wind. Any enemy that I find, I can wind, bend, warp, and twist until they're incapable of touching me. I should explain, I don't need to see them to detect them. I can find my enemy through sheer instinct, no matter where they attack me from. Sorry, I should have been clearer about that. I get told all the time that I have a bad habit of not explaining things very well. It's something I need to work on.
I just don't get it! Who the hell is that guy? Can someone explain to me what is going on? Damn it! I refuse to accept this. The real question is, why aren't you going anywhere? You know, I was under the impression that you were His Majesty's successor. If you were, nearly all of the Ritters would have accepted it without any complaint at all. Yet you don't seem to care about any of this stuff! Ugh, you've become a coward. You disappoint me. Since that's the case, you should just give up your seat! If you don't care about letting some newcomer take it from you, then I might as well have it! What's that? Come on, I'm totally calm! Way more than you know?!
Oh, and you can defend yourself? You talk like you think that bucket on your head can protect you from me. Oh, you sensed something and moved your head at the last moment. What a clever doggy you are. Or was it animal instinct? Yep, you're right. There's really no defense against my bombs. That's because my reishi bombs aren't bombs, really. But anything they make contact with becomes a bomb. That's why trying to swat them away at the last minute won't do you any good. So, let's see you chew on this, doggy!
Where do you think you're going? There's really no point in trying to rescue him, because Mr. Captain is slated to die. I guess I let my guard down. It's really annoying. Seems a little overkill if you ask me. So what's our next step then? Zombie ride! Carnivora! Dumbbell duster, baton feet! Dumbbell duster, Halterus! That was just plain silly to think we'd let you attack His Majesty like that. We've got you surrounded. Diamond push!
Oh, shut up!
Ooh, special threat Ichigo Kurosaki!
I don't give a damn! Except, I do give a damn that he got me all covered in dirt and dust! For that, there's gonna be hell to pay! Do you have any idea how much earlier than everyone else I've gotta get up just to do my hair?!
It wasn't easy, you know, turning Bambi into a zombie. You see, the problem is, I can't do it to another Quincy unless they're dead. So I had to squeeze the life out of her. Oh, the look on her face. I've got to admit, it got me pretty excited. On the other hand, a Soul Reaper's a lot easier. You don't have to be dead. I just splash you with my blood and presto changeo, you turn right into a zombie. So which of you wants to be a zombie first? Or should I just choose?
They got candy. Pepe took control of many, so I knocked her out. I'm hoping they're still alive, though. We don't want our forces getting diminished before His Majesty comes back down. I don't like the look of that. Let's go! Damn it. My wings. What the hell's going on? What is this? What is going on, Your Majesty? Why are you doing this to us? Just what the hell are we to you anyway? That's for damn sure. I'm not gonna end like this. Not like this.
There's no way in hell you're leaving me to die here!
Don't go! Please don't go Big Brother? I'm so scared. Please, please stay here with me. But, Big Brother, Big Brother!
What was it he just said? The only way to prove you're the strongest is by crushing the strongest. I'd never even thought of something like that. Nobody has ever tried to lay a finger on me. Because it's so obvious. It's obvious that I'm the strongest. That's why there's no need for me to prove it by killing someone. And also why I've never felt the desire to crush anyone. So then why is it that I want to crush this man so badly?
You can't remember, can you? You're not supposed to. Nice to meet you. Let me introduce myself. Sternritter V. Vanishing Point. Gwenda Lee. You can't remember because you're not even aware that I... Yes, that's right. My powers are made up of 3 versions. Version 1, I can erase my form. Version 2, I can erase my existence. Whoopsie, our reaction time is getting faster. In that case, I'll use version 3 and erase my existence from your memory.
The approximate volume of blood per kilogram is 65.7 milliliters. At 62 kilograms, that means a little over 4 liters. If you lose half of that or 2 liters, you'll die from loss of blood. Except there's one catch. I adjusted your lethal dose to be at 1.6 liters. So in other words, you're either going to have to bleed yourself to death or do nothing and be killed by your own blood. I'm guessing that right about now you're starting to have a hard time even knowing for sure whether you're still on your feet.
You got 2 things wrong there. Number 1, you're wrong about this being an additional power. It's a power I've always had, I just haven't had the time to use it. And number 2, your body wasn't actually pierced by any bullet. That's why it can't be blocked no matter how many obstacles you put up. The name of my power is X-Axis. There's no bullet. It's simply a force that penetrates everything between the muzzle of my gun and the target. In fact, would you mind lining up single file? Then I can kill you all with 1 shot.
Look at that. He's not dead even after you shot him. Talk about stubborn. What are you hoping to do with that little sword? Tickle me to death? Is that it? Did you really think you were going to pierce my heart with that knitting needle? What a joke. Is this what you call being stronger than all the 13 court guard squads put together? Since you couldn't defeat us when there were 4 of you, what chance does one of you have all by yourself?
Fear? No. This is not fear. The only thing I fear
is being rebuked by His Majesty! Compared to that, there is no opponent, no battle that can make me feel either fear or pain!
It's useless. You can't reach me. You can't even control your nerves.
Impossible.
You can see me, right? The cells in your body may be inactive at below freezing temperatures. However, your nerves are still active. And Tatar Forus takes advantage of that by instilling fear in your optic nerves.
She's your precious lieutenant, isn't she? It's only right she should die by your side. Sternritter I, Songdu the Iron. I think those who live together should die together. That's just how I operate. Bankai. Daiguren Yorimaru. This must be your first time seeing it from the other side. It's a beautiful Bankai. This too is something you lived with. This Bankai that I stole from you will continue to live even after your death. For that, I am truly sorry.
You got a good point there. Guess I should have come even later. Are you thinking of going after them? That seems a little reckless when we're not even dead yet. Morphine pattern! This guy. There's no opening in his spiritual pressure!
No, stop that! Please try to get a grip on yourself. Don't fight over me just because you love me. And I want you to know it never crossed my mind that if you all die, then I'll be the one who gets all the glory. It's just tragic. Battles are always so sad. I think it's because there's real love there. Every battle that's ever been fought has been fought out of love. Where there's no love, there's no battle. That's why battles are sad. And that's exactly what makes them so damn beautiful!
Sister! Hang on! I'm coming! Wait, what? Are you saying my sister's already gone? No way! I finally heard from her after I've been waiting for so long. And so I went to all the trouble of going around gathering up all this stuff because I thought it would help her.
Star power up! Ready! Alright, villain! This fight is over. You're free to die now! Special kill? Sternritter! Don't expect me to give you time to rest against the wall and get your feet back on the ground! Rocket punch! Star murder! Punch! You'll stay up in there like this forever, so get used to it! And now, join from the hands of a superstar's divine power! And even after you've been turned to dust, you will still never touch the ground again!
That's right. You see, I couldn't resist. My instincts were telling me I simply had to fight you. Why? Well, I think it must be because you and I are so very much alike. You know, I don't even need to draw my sword to deal with an amateur like you. Well, I wasn't, so there. That one just kind of slipped out of my hands, that's all. Oh, so we still got a little kick left, do we? But of course you're a zombie, aren't you? So I guess to make you die, I have to turn you into dust. Special kill. Beautiful Charlotte Kuhorn's final holy wonderful baby super magnum sexy glamorous saddle revived. So we gotta join him too?
But apparently that is what he thinks. We're to kill the captains with the bankai we took from them. What will that accomplish? But since we're all here at the same time, we can share in the glory equally. You're a tough one, aren't you? Once I've defeated you, and then Ichigo Kurosaki, I can take my place standing at the side of His Majesty! Sclave Ride. Grammaniel. Let's go, Captain. You did nothing wrong. No, sir. Not a single thing. Let's keep fighting, Captain. Let's go and kill that bastard Yhwach and avenge Master Genryu Yamamoto. You all right? Need a hand, Captain? We're coming after you. You lousy bastard. Okay, enough of this. Where's the Niño? I only came because I was told that orange-haired Niño would be here. Yeah, we may be alive again right now, you little idiot. But who knows when that lunatic is gonna change his mind and kill us again? I think this Niña's about to find out she's wrong. Yeah, I get it. Makes sense. That means I can fight without holding anything back.
Yeah, I know. Who the hell are you? What's up with this brat anyway? Is she just gonna endlessly throw bombs at us? Oh no, how am I wrong? Oh, come on, same difference, whatever. Oh, I get it. Well, in that case, our only option is to dodge those things long enough to cut her down! It's too bright to see who that is, but the voice sure sounds like Captain Kurotsuchi. Damn it to hell. Wait, I remember that guy. We fought him once in the world of the living.
She's just baiting you, you know. Careful. She wouldn't be goading you to cut her unless she had some kind of reason for wanting you to cut her. Like maybe maybe if you get splashed with her blood, you die. You're so full of crap. And while I'm at it, let's talk about another bit of monkey business. You keep talking about being an unarmed girl, but... you're really a guy, aren't you? I know you're trying to hide it, but it's so obvious.
Operation Millefeuille is a huge success!
Okay, what the hell is that?
Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll tell you our secret. First, I used my Heineko to create multiple thin layers of ash. Then the captain covered those layers with a very thin layer of ice. Then 3, 2, 1, meow! Finally, I just turned my Heineko back into a sword, et voila! A beautiful millefeuille of ice with vacuum layers. It works the same way as a thermos bottle, with the vacuum layers preventing the heat from getting through.
Right. What setting?
Confirm the locations of all captains and lieutenants.
Yes, sir.
Release the remaining Kaizoju insects. Have them modify any Quincy mechanical devices so we can take advantage of them. Let's get them connected to the system in this room. This has never been done before. They're not going to connect right away. Keep trying. Damn it. How could they have possibly overwhelmed us in such a short period of time? Quick, what's the status of our captains? Yeah, well, just forget about Squad 11. What about the rest of the squads? What's causing it? God damn it! Kisuke.
Yes?
The one you've been waiting for is here. She's completed the assignment you gave her.
I gotta say, this whole thing's turned into one hell of a mess. I thought for sure the Soul Reapers were gonna win this war. After building such a big fancy castle, I can't believe they just abandoned it. And what the hell is this Yhwach guy thinking? Don't ask me. I've never even been near the place myself. Oh, I am. Sis told me everything there is to know about it. I'm just a little hazy on the details. Hey, yeah, that must be it. Then what could the enemy's objective be?
How the hell should I know?
Well, we've come this far. Whatever it is that Quincy scumbag is after, we just have to kick his ass.
Mario, the last thing I want is for you to be scared. But you're old enough to understand that I wouldn't leave you here if I didn't have to. I'm leaving in order to protect not only you, but Saburo too, and Big Sister, Father and Mother, our neighbors Gandawara and Kanamitsu, and most of all, the Seirete. I'm a member of the 13 Court Guard Squads. It's my duty. You wouldn't want your big brother shirking his duty now, would you? Oh, come on now. Don't cry. I'll come back safely, I promise.
Hakudan Keppeki. It's a barrier that can very effectively, if only temporarily, block your Quincy powers. You seem to know who I am, so you probably know that my talent with Kido was the only reason I was made a lieutenant.
Come on, that's not true.
Devising a Kido to use against you wasn't that difficult. During your last invasion, you Quincy's left traces of your spiritual pressures all over the Seirete. You were practically inviting us to come up with a countermeasure.
I was told to always trust them. To trust the tingles, I mean. Tingles that make you feel really scared, or excited, or super happy. Blah, 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 that kind of thing. Kenny says that whenever he gets a tingle like that from somebody, he can't resist slaying them. But since Kenny's not here right now, he won't mind if I kill this guy myself, will he? You're right. You did dodge it, but my sword found its target anyway. You see, my sword is a copycat sword. There are copycats on both the front side and the rear side of the blade. So, the more you try to gauge the distance and timing, the more you're likely to misjudge it and get hit. Show him! Come on out! Zanpakuto Kenju!
Pierrot, there's a package that's just arrived here from the Soul Society. There are a couple of names listed as the sender. Shinji Hirako and Mayuri Kurotsuchi.
What do you mean, for me?
I just thought that maybe you might have some idea of where he is right now. Guess I'll take that as a no. Who are you? What do you mean, saying goodbye? What have you gotten him mixed up in this time, huh? Oh yeah, sure, that's easy for you to say. Ichigo went to the Soul Society for you guys, and you'd lock him up there because you say that it's better for the world of the living? You son of a... what is this?
Chad, Orihime, Uryu? They're not around either. It must have something to do with the Soul Society. Wait,
You're the captain of Squad 8, right? Well, how can we help you? For a captain to come out here, it must be something serious, right? And why would that be a problem? This is hypothetical, right? You're only talking about what might happen, but what are the chances?
Captain! The Seperation! It's...
Yeah, and the only reason I came was to get even with that four-eyed Quincy Nimrod. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to make him pay for what he did to me. What the heck are you acting so calm about? Yeah, there's no way in hell that we're gonna. Besides, in case you've forgotten, we're already dead to begin with. So there's not a whole lot worse that can happen to us, right?
Oh, come on. Will the two of you shut up? We'll get our chance to settle up old scores. We're alive again, that's the main thing. So will you two lose to a bunch of Soul Reapers? There's no need to be afraid of their blood getting on you. Baldy over there got splashed with their blood earlier, and he didn't turn into a zombie.
Long time no Bleach! How long has it been? Well, to all the ladies, oh, and the guys, too, the wait is over! That's right, it's me, the King of New York, a.k.a. Cone! Did everyone enjoy the finale of Part 2 as much as I did? Well, that was nothing, because guess what? Today we're bringing back the always mega-popular Illustrated Guide to Soul Reapers! By the way, I picked out some super special footage for you guys, highlights of Ichigo and his friends doing all sorts